afternoon, Year 7 teachers. Here is a little video for you so that you all have a bit of an idea of what to do for your Year 7 filtration activity. Unfortunately, my phone has lost its focus function, so you'll have to deal with blurry video. So out here behind F block we have the shed. Please don't let students in there. It is full of geckos and rust and goodness knows what else. So you'll typically have this sort of setup, similar give or take, depending on how you guys leave it. So to start off with, we have your material. So we have some fine sand. There should always be some buckets so you can distribute it. We have some coarse sand. We have some pebbles. So we have this sort of brown type, and we also have this grey type. We have your cotton wool. We have some rubber bands. We have some chucks. Your dirty water should be in like a milk bottle like this, nice and easy to refill, and it should all really be out here for your students. It's up to you how you go about distributing all of this, as you are the teacher and you know your students. It's really important to know that once they make their filter, it's a really good idea to run through water through it so it gets rid of all the dirt that's initially there. This particular bucket here I've run water through, and if we look underneath, it's got a bit of a grate. I do have another one here so the kids can run water through that without having to put it through the filter, but something like the sand, in case it has any colour, you might want to run it through. The bottles up the back here are all water. Even though it might say bleach, it is water. Definitely water. We have a bucket of tape and pens and scissors, so you can label and cut things. The chucks are there so you can put it in the bottom of your filter so that nothing goes solid goes directly through your filter. There is plenty of buckets you can fill with water and do whatever you need to. There is a bucket here with a plastic bag. It is for rubbish. If anything runs out, you should easily be able to find it in our little shed. So in our shed we have 15 cardboard boxes. Each have 10 sets of our filters. So we look at 7Ds who did theirs today. Very nice and neat. Thank you, 7D. We have our bottoms, and when I find one, we have our tops. They are all cut exactly the same. Some might be different bottles, but they are all cut exactly the same way at the same height, so everything should be fine. So you would typically put your chucks in the bottom so that nothing falls through. And then it's your choice as to what the kids fill it up with. If you can label your bottle like these guys have, it'd be really awesome. There's some extra chucks, there's an extra shovel and a sieve. If you need more dirt to make dirty water, a shovel or two of your dirt here, which is just potty mix. There is more gravel here, the grey stuff. We have more fine sand. There is more coarse sand right here. If you want more of the reddish orangey pebbles that you'll need to wash through like everything else, it's here. We have more little buckets if you need them. One of the most important thing, this is the tap key. So it has 4 different handles. I'm sure most of you have seen it. Please always leave it here. It is not actually ours, it is the cleaners. They have gladly lent it to us for this activity. If I lose it, I will lose my head and I will borrow yours to replace it with. So, our tap key. If we come over behind K block here, you will find our hose, which is also again the cleaner's hose. Please let the hose be a teacher only thing unless you have a really trustworthy student. Even still, I'd probably just let the teacher only do it. So when you find the correct one that fits, you do need to push down on it sometimes. Turns on. Wacky do. Just going to turn it off. Please don't leave that there. There is a bunch of students who sit here at lunch which are brats. They will play with it. So that is an overview. If there are multiple classes here, there's an area obviously in front of the shed, but there's obviously a bit of an area behind K-block here. Once the students are done with their filters, you've taken your filtrate for quote-unquote lab analysis. If they can put everything that's in their filter into here, run this through at the hose, collect anything big like the pebbles, maybe just pop it in a bucket or something we can collect, and we can recycle that for next year. Any of the sand and things that go through, it can just get washed away. We're not too fussy. If there's anything I've missed in this video which isn't obvious enough as it is, please just email myself, Sue or Margot, and we'll be happy to help. There is paper towel and soap, so at the end they can wash their hands if they're really gross and dirty and they don't want to get any more bacteria before they eat lunch or something. And please always shut the shed afterwards. If you're the first person for the day, you'll need said key. And if it's not on my desk, which is at the bottom level of F, pretty much you'll just need to come and see one of the lab techs in order to get it. We'll definitely have it. Thank you guys.